I'm Olli Harteus from Emcomp. Today I'm going to show you the benefits of the CBI Q-frame circuit breaker. Now, if you're watching a product demonstration of a circuit breaker, I'm pretty sure you're comfortable with technical components in general and maybe also with circuit breakers in particular. But one thing which is worth mentioning, because it is a huge benefit for all CBI hydraulic magnetic circuit breakers, is the fact that they always keep their rated current regardless of the surrounding temperature. For example, if you have a standard thermal magnetic circuit breaker rated to 32 amps and increase its surrounding temperature to 60 degrees, it would need to be derated to 24 amps. What is the implication of that then? Well, it could mean that in an application you would need to upsize the thought out 32 amp breaker to a 40 amp breaker. In turn, you would also need to increase the cable cross sections you need to connect or the bus bars you need to connect. That creates cost. Choosing a CBI hydraulic magnetic circuit breaker instead of a thermal circuit breaker would mean that you do not need to take into account the surrounding temperature, meaning you do not need to take into account the derating factor, meaning that you do not need to size up, which then in turn means that you do not need to increase the cable cross sections or the bus bar cross sections, and end of the day that will save cost. Now, let's have a look at the Q-frame.
Okay, when looking at the Q-frame, in particular, if you have a standard DIN rail mounted breaker beside it, the main feature is quite visible. The Q-frame has a width of only 13 millimeters compared to a standard DIN rail mounted breaker, which has a width of 18 millimeters. This means that with the Q-frame, you can have 30% more distribution points on the same space compared to a standard breaker, making it perfect for applications with space constraints. Since the Q-frame is a hydraulic magnetic circuit breaker, stacking them together is not a problem since heat is not an issue. The Q-frame is available as a DC range with applicable UL and VDE approvals for DC as well as CCC approval. The Q-frame is also available as an AC range breaker with UL and VDE AC approvals as well as CCC, making the Q-frame a global product for protecting life and property. Other features include low internal resistance compared to standard thermal breakers, since there is no bimetal strip to be heated. The benefit of this is that less energy is used and therefore both natural resources and money are saved. To summarize, the Q-frame saves space and cost and can be used globally. Thank you for your attention.